Blues return to league action this weekend following the international break. The squad used the time to regroup on the training pitch, and manager Lee Clark says the break has been a positive one.
We've had a lot of positivity in terms of players coming back from injury, players coming back from international duty not injured. So it's been really good. We've got Nick Lazigic back in full training, David Murphy, Kobe Arthur and Kwasi Asante. So coupled with the lads returning from international duty, as I said, unscathed. We've now only got Neil Eardley, who unfortunately, as we know now, will miss the rest of the season, which is a blow. And Hayden Mullins picked up a little bit of a kick to his calf on Tuesday in Manchester. Played Manchester United behind closed doors. So there's a lot of numbers out there on the training ground today, and the quality of the session was very, very high. Being able to do a lot of things, we've been able to rest and recuperate players who played a lot of games, most of the minutes, who maybe he's never played at this level, so mentally and physically it's tiring for them. But also, as you say, get on the training pitch and work on areas that we need to improve on. And once again, the players have responded to that brilliantly.
Clark added Paul Caddis to his ranks on transfer deadline day, and he's delighted to be able to welcome the defender back to St Andrews.
Absolutely delighted. Everyone knows my thoughts on Paul. I think he showed everybody involved with the club what a good player he is. So for me to have him and Neil Eardley in the club now permanently is a great boost. Obviously not the situation I would have liked if it happened, But I've got to say thank you to the people at the club, because they knew how important it was. Once I knew the seriousness of Neil's injury after Ipswich, it was imperative that we went and got a right back in the club, and for them to be able to do what they've done in terms of bringing Paul in is a big thank you from me, really. Neil's had a great start to his career with us. There was a few question marks about his defending, which we've never really seen. I think he's defended very, very well. Good passer of the ball, distributor of the ball. Paul's of the same ilk. He knew the players, he knew me, he knew the staff, he knew the club, he knew the expectations. So for me, I know we've got him, it's not really like a new sign. It's like, because he knows everything about the club, he knows what we're about. So there's no bedding in period for him. As soon as he got back in his first day of training, he was like he'd never been away. The issue we've got with Paul is obviously he ain't played a lot of football since he left us, because Swindon didn't want to play him in terms of, I think the reasons, not trying to speak out of turn, wasn't they didn't want to get him injured while he was available for transfer. So we've just obviously got to get him up to the required levels, which means playing games. You don't get the required level by just training. It's important that you get the game.
Queen's Park Rangers lie in wait as Blues travel to Loftus Road to face the much fancied Hoops. But after impressive performances against some of the Championship's big boys, the manager heads to the capital with no fear.
Been fine margins in all of them. There's never been a Watford away like last season. There's never been a Barnsley at home. Even though the only league game so far where we've conceded more than one goal at Leicester, we conceded two quickly. And then the third goal, I've since been told by the boss of the referee, shouldn't have been a penalty in any way. And then you go and get a second yourself. So there's been fine margins, and with a bit more luck, we could have had a couple more points here or there. Hopefully over the course of the season, that'll even itself out. No, I'm really looking forward to it. It's a brilliant game. It's a game where probably people outside our dressing room don't expect us to win. They've got a terrific manager. Very similar to what I said about Steve Bruce, probably a manager who shouldn't be working at this level, should be the one above. A great backroom team, and with top quality experienced players in that group. They've reinforced that on deadline day, and it's a tough game, but I certainly don't fear them. I've got a great respect and admiration for them, but we're not going there fearing them. The pressure's always going to be on them this season, whether they like it or not. They're expected to win every single game. I know Loftus Road very well. It was my home for 2 years as a player, while Craven Cottage was getting redeveloped. And so I know the stadium, I know the type of pitch, I know how it can work in your favour as a home team, but I know how it can work against you also. So we've got to use that in our favour. When I was part of the successful Newcastle team, my old manager there used to say the place where people sit up and take notice is down in London. You go and get results there, and everybody in the football world in this country, takes notice of that. So certainly when you're going to the fancy team in the division, and rightly so, because of the full package that they've got from the manager down, if we were to go there, and I believe we can do it, get a result, it'll be a terrific journey home for everybody, connected.